That was one aspect of it. The second aspect was when we had to, uh, you know, uh, when BCCI asked us for records, none of us had it. They asked us for records so they could give us a pension. And unfortunately, we had no records in place. Each girl, whatever little paper cutting she had, whatever little photograph she had, we pulled it all together to give them the information that we had played these many test matches. But they said no. The teams that came were under 25. So the New Zealand team, the Australian team, and the English team, all three teams that we played against them, those tests were considered unofficial. But the saddest part of it was when we went to New Zealand and Australia, the same team members were playing there, and it was called official. But each one, I mean, you can't say anything because the authority is an authority and they have an authority to say something. But luckily for us, those 8 test matches saved us, and at least we are getting a BCCI pension today. They would not consider the World Cup for some odd reason that World Cup was not being considered as equivalent to test matches, and that's how I could not touch the 10 test matches mark. Otherwise today I would have been a slab higher for my pension. But that's the story every beginner faces. It's not only us, even the men's cricketers had faced it in their initial stages. Today it's doing wonders, but initially they also had their teething problems. Not one way of doing it. I wouldn't give it only off the bat. I would give it off the wall, of the steps, of the roller. These are things that I sort of saw what my coach used to do in Bombay, and that's how I took up to this particular method of doing it.
Nobody is calling one male cricketer from the like female cricketer, if I say, because if I say the first international cricket began from the women cricket, right? That there is also that story, but nobody will say it like that. Or the narrative would be set always from the that male perspective, right? But we need to go forward. I feel like we need to portray these stories also. We need to be open-minded about that. And I hope like with this, we open that basically thing for our audience also with Blades of Glory Museum, because we have also women collection. We have our women wall. And I remember first time you coming here and you were so like I have come to the temple of cricket.
Yes.
And we are also doing our best in order to bring out the women stories forth through our social media or through our basically exhibition and also curatorial programs. And I just want to say that, what do you feel, any suggestions for us, how we can portray it more, how what we should do more in order to make it as a cricket museum with world largest collection of cricket memorabilia, bringing women's stories more to the people?
I feel that there has to be a little more interaction between the juniors, the middle generation, and the senior generation, because that interaction is missing. They may know who Shobha Pandit is, but they may not have met her. So they wouldn't know what to expect if they had to meet me. So ideally, I would have suggested that you have to have the junior most, the under 19s who won the World Cup. Now, how many would know the names? Hardly any one of us know the names of the under 19 who won the World Cup twice. The girls who have won it, right? Those girls need to meet the middle generation. They would be meeting because they are playing with them. But the ex cricketers, they are not meeting. They should meet those people, take their experiences, take their, whatever a story they could take back home, maybe it could help them. And we, in turn, could learn something from them with the latest cricket that is being played. But this interaction, I thought, would help a lot.
Yes.
Like today, if I have to go and see a game as an ex cricketer, I agree. BCCI has a protocol that has to be followed. We can't meet the Indian team just like that. We need to have permission to go and meet them. But if you see the foreign teams, the ex-cricketers sit with the players, they interact with the players. This interaction is necessary.
Yeah, true, ma'am. You are saying right. And I would also like to say that you have visited a museum, right? Is there any good, like the favorite part or the favorite object that you really like it?
The favorite part is every bat that is exhibited here. I would love to stand and just stare into it because those are the bats that will have the most value in my heart. These are the bats that I will hardly get to see. And bats are a special connection for me being a batsman.